What's up, y'all? Welcome to Osteo Labs. I'm Jose, and I'm here to talk about this trend that's been blowing up, the smoking animal low-key style. It's definitely been breaking records for me. I've never had a trend go crazy the way this one is. I think it might be around for a long time. And the beautiful part about it is the easiest trend to get into, the easiest trend to make in bulk. And after that, you don't need a background remover. You don't need an upscaler. You don't need Photoshop. You can do this all so easy in one click. And I'm here to prove it to you. I have already sold 10 of these, 10 of them. And I've only uploaded them on January 25th. So today's February 15th. That's about
5 minutes later.
21 days. 21 days. And I sold 10 of these already. This is a record for me. This is 100% a record for me. And I wanted people to understand just how easy this is to do. And if you haven't done it already, give it a shot. This is definitely something you want to get into. So we're going to show you how to make the images, how to process them and get them ready for upload, and do it all in the snap of a finger. I promise you, y'all, my time is valuable. So everything that I do, I like to do it fast. I like it to be something that actually sells. So this is right up my alley, and it worked as it should have. I could show you better than I could tell you. Let's go. All right, so this trend is blowing up on Etsy and Amazon. This is probably one of the strongest ones I've seen. I noticed it about a month ago, and when I saw that it was blowing up everywhere, I knew I had to get in on it. It's 16 cards on Etsy, and this other one, the Chihuahua, 20 cards. There's basically any kind of animal at this point I think can sell with this. So I did get in on it, and I was shocked at how many I started selling, and I'm going to prove it to you here. The Doberman that sold on a pillow. This one has sold. Let's look at this one right here. It's a hoodie with a fox. It's a fox smoking a cigarette. This one also sold as well. This is, I think, a German Shepherd that is smoking a cigarette. This one also has sold. All right, this is a duck. A duck smoking a cigarette on a hoodie. This one also sold, right? So at this point, you could do anything. Any kind of animal paint, it don't matter. Look at this one. It's kind of look crazy. A deer. It's a deer smoking with antlers and all of that. So I got a deer smoking. That sold. I had no clue it was going to do this well. Look, I even did a soldier. And the soldier smoking with that low-key style, it just works. That sold too. So when I do variations, I do all kinds of things, right? I just see what sticks. So I do throw spaghetti at the wall, but you could call it calculated spaghetti, right? I do calculated spaghetti throws to see what sticks. And look at this one, a lizard pillow, a lizard smoking, iguana, whatever it is, smoking, sold as well. All right, a llama. You know you got to have the llama, man. I didn't know, but I did the llama. This was in Japan. The llama smoking. I don't know why, but the llama looks like it does smoke. Now, when I see llamas, I'm going to think they need a cigarette. Like, they just look like smokers now that I see it smoking. You know what I mean? And the Yorkie. Anybody out there got a Yorkie? I hope it's not going after you pack cigarettes. This one sold a few times, I believe, too. This one is mine as well. This one sold as well. A pig on smoking on the phone cover. I don't get it, but I love it. And I'm going to show you why these are the easiest things to do. I love this style. I love anything that's fast and easy. I love it. Midjourney. Now, if you don't know about Midjourney, I still use it to this day. I still paid for it because it is hands down the quickest and easiest way to generate a whole bunch of images. I'm going to show you that I do all kinds of stuff on Midjourney. These are like 300 something images, and these are done very easily and very fast with prompts. And I'm going to show it to you just to give you an example, because I'm not going to really do it here. So I got these that I was messing around with, right? So you got this. It's like a cat smoking a cigar instead. So we're going to use this prompt. What happens is you can go to ChatGPT, and we're going to use something called permutation in Midjourney. Some people may not know about this. It's ever since it came out a couple years ago, I've been using it nonstop. So give me the 30 top recognized animals that sell on t-shirts. Just put copy, right? So there's 29 here. So you see here where it says cat face. I'm just going to take where it says cat, and I'm going to hit this bracket key, whatever you call that one. I forgot what it's called. And then I'm going to hit close bracket, right? So I just did all 30 of those in one. You could do 30 at a time. So what I end up doing is I get, I think, 120 animals. And then I just do this 4 times in a row. And within 5 minutes, they're all done. I'm not joking. 480 images in 5 minutes. So let me show you. This is just going to do 30 now. I'm going to hit enter. And when I go to create, you're going to see these blanks submitting. So I'm gonna prove it to you. You go down to the bottom one. And as you go up, you're going to start seeing all these. And just like that, we're going to now see 30. And now we're going to start seeing them all generate all very fast. And just like that, look how good these comes out. This is what, a golden retriever. So yeah, this was a golden retriever smoking a pipe. We got French bulldog 30 times 4. So now we have 120 new images just like that with this low key style of a whole bunch of animals, which looks cool. So I don't know if these are all going to work. Some of them are messed up, but I end up deleting later. And so what I do first is just download them all. And then kind of as I see them messed up, I start getting rid of them. Look, these are 30. And as I go up, they're almost done. Look how quick this is. This is crazy, right? So once this top one gets done, I'm going to download them all in one swoop. So not all of these are good, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm doing things in bulk, right? I could delete any of this stuff later. So now I'm going to go to organize and quickly just download everything I did today. All right. So I'm going to select all. And then download. It's 132 more. I had 300 before. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of, it's going to be a whole lot. The other ones that I made before, the ones I made today, we now have 407 of these. All right. Not all of them are good. I know. But for the sake of the video, we're just going to do all of them so we don't spend all that time. I'm going to show you the easiest way in the world to take these and get them ready for upload in the click of one button. So now we go to ReadyPixl.com. This is an app that I personally vibe coded and then worked with my co-founder to solidify it for public use. It is a powerful, powerful machine, and I am about to prove it to you. You could drop 1,000 images in this thing. We're about to find out if it could hold 500, that's for sure. Now, these things on top of the pills, each pill is a plugin that you can add to your chain. So with this, the first thing that I need to add to the chain is to remove the color black, because we're going to put these on black t-shirts only. So the first thing we do is use our color remover, and the click of a button, voila, the black is now gone. I'm gonna make the background white by clicking on this little thumbnail here, and this just lets you see what's going on. We can turn it black, turn it gray, we can make it pretty much any color we want right here. Black is so that we can see what it's gonna look like on a black shirt, but while we're editing it, let's make it white, because this is how we can make sure there's nothing hiding that we don't see. So now we have all the color is gone, but we still have a small image. Now you're like, but don't you gotta upscale it? Here's the thing. This is a lo-fi image. It's grainy on purpose. It's part of the trick. It's part of the style of it. So I'm gonna show you why you do not need an upscaler for this. And there isn't an upscaler here, but we will be adding one, but we can't make it free because it's AI. There's no way to make the upscaler for free. Trim is already on. It's getting rid of all the surroundings. And what I see here is not trimming these corners that much, right? So one thing that we can do, if I want to get rid of some of these speckles on the edges, I'm going to try our speckle remover right now. All right. And the speckle remover, you see, is going to get rid of some of those speckles. It's not going to get rid of all of them, just enough to make it so that then we can trim again. And now you see it got rid of that excess space. So now we got the excess space, but we still have a very small image, right? And this is where we're now going to make it way bigger than it needs to be by using our resize. I'm just going to click on resize, put resize in. Now you see this 8x button. I'm going to hit that. Boom, back. 8x. It processed the image, and although it looks the same, you look down here and you see that the new size is 7,000 by 8,000. All right. This is now a very, very large image, and obviously we can't have an image that large, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add a transparency clip. And what this is going to do, it's going to get rid of all that blur, because it gets rid of, right now it's on 50% transparency. Like, look, we can put it all the way to 90, and then you're going to see how much it gets rid of that blur, and it doesn't have that blur anymore, but it's a little too much. Let's just check it off to see how the difference is. I'll turn it off. You see the difference off and on is a huge difference. So the transparency effect is too high. Let me put it back down to 50. Around 50% transparency is going to be gone, right? And there it is. That looks way cleaner, but still taking off that blurry look without taking off too much of what's happening in the image. So when you go in, you no longer see that blur. Well, voila, it still looks beautiful. That is a very cool design. It looks perfect, all right? But now we got to make it 4,500 by 5,400. And that's where we're going to hit that reposition. And just like that, canvas width, canvas height. You want to use pixels or inches, I can switch this to inches, and that's 15 by 18, and I could align it to the top. And then I could put padding on this that I like to do with 1 inch on the top, right? file. It's just my personal preference. For this one, it might be smarter to keep it all the way big because of the style. People might want it as big as possible. But this is just what I've been doing. I have a distress file that I personally use. I'm going to add it to this. So we're going to add a lot more distress files, but I'm going to use this fade out distress file that is one of my favorites. And you can't really tell here, but I like when some stuff does hit the edge. Now we got this image perfect. I'm going to go ahead and hit download, and we're going to see, does it work? Processing the image size, boom, 4,500 by 5,400, 300 DPI, ready to go, right? You come here, you put the black background, and you see that it's perfect. This is what it's going to look like on a shirt, and we're in business. Just like that, we're going to now take this, and we're going to do how many images? Let's find out. Now, I've never done what we're about to do. I've never done this. In theory, this should work, all right? We're going to take 470 images. I'm going to drag and drop all these images. Ready? Boom. You see the number? 407. Okay, it worked. All right, so now what? So now we can just go right to the next image by clicking the right arrow, and it's going to load all the same settings on that image. Boom, ready to go. Look at that. That is 4,500 by 5,400. Now you don't have to do this again. That's it. You did it one time. You got your pipeline. It's going to now do this for every single t-shirt. I could go to every one and save them all one by one if I wanted to, right? And the cool thing is if you go through them one by one and you say, hey, I just want to make a little thing, you can also use this eraser. And, I can put the brush bigger and I can, boom, erase pieces of it too. I'm going to hit Control-Z. But the eraser and magic wand do exist here. But that's the good. If you really want to nitpick, you can now also erase little pieces and that won't help. And it will remember it, right? Erase it, go to the next one, erase it, and it's going to all stay in memory. All right, so when you finally want to download all of it, right? So we're going to not do that right now, but that it's possible. And look at that. So right there, you can go to any one of these. The minute you click on it, it's going to just start processing that image. But it's not saving it. It's just giving you a preview. Look how cool that looks with the eagle. So now what we're going to do is process all of these. And it's not going to do a zip file. If anybody really wants zip files, let me know. But I've always had a better experience just downloading images and not needing to unzip them. So here's the part that I never did before. I'm going to hit the button and see what happens. Can we get all of these processed in one go? 470 images. Let's see what happens. Oh, here we go. Downloading one of 471 images. This should be interesting. I'm going to go ahead and just turn off my camera, do what I do, and let this go. I'm going to leave the recording on, and we're going to see how long this takes, all right? Yo, it looks like it's going to go through the whole 470 images. It's now, we started 6:09, it's 7:43. So let's say if it ends by 7:49, that's an hour and 40 minutes. I remember when I used to use Photoshop scripts to do this kind of thing. I've been using Photoshop for a long time. And anybody who does a lot of editing, that this is not something you're going to see anywhere else. In Photoshop, when I used to do those scripts, it would have an error. I don't think I can get through 100 images without something messing up. So to have this like this and to see it for the first time, do so many images, this is a lifesaver to me. I didn't know it was really going to get it done like this. Man, I am proud of this thing. Shout out to my co-founder, Frank Shake. He's the one that really made this powerful. The fact that this is not messing up, the fact that it's handling these images, these bigger files, it's just a beautiful thing. I don't think you're going to find anything out there like this. Anyone who's ever had to take things in bulk knows how powerful this is. And as you already know, I'm going to give these away. 471 images. All right, so a couple of them did not remove the black background. Now, I'll leave them there because you can just take them right back in the ReadyPixl and remove the color. So let's clear these all. Now, let's take this one. Actually, let's clear all of these also. Let's just hit X button and clear every single plugin. Now, when I come here, all I got to do is color removal, done. And I can put it back on reposition, done. right? You download that. That's it. So if you get any of those and you like it, like I wanted to use this one, come in here and take off the color. You take the color off of that particular one. So here we go. These are all ready to go and upload. 4,500 by 5,400. Put them on black t-shirts only. So if you want to get these, right, go to iScale Labs. You got to get a login in order to do it. Log into the community on there. iScale Images full access. Click here for free images. All right, so they actually showed up, and this is what they're going to look like, right? So you can't really see how they're going to look until you put them on black background. And you see the ones that the black background didn't get removed. But use your imagination. Unfortunately, there's no way around that right now. I thought this would help where you see when you put the black background, it just keeps it white behind it. Come on down, get the free images, get ReadyPixl, use it for free. I hope you got some value out of this. If you did, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.